best things nutrition-wise, like so versatile. How much protein? When do I eat protein? Should I drink my protein? Should I eat my protein? If you do not like eating meat, you don't have to eat meat. If you do not want to drink protein shakes, you do not have to drink protein shakes. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucy Dunne. I'm the founder of Dunne, which is an online personal training company. So how fitting that we're talking about what to eat before and after a workout. I'm pumped to dive into this topic because when I posted on my Instagram what people want to hear more of, what questions you have, this was something that came up over and over and over again in terms of like, what do I eat before a workout? How long do I eat before? What am I supposed to eat after? I thought I was supposed to eat protein before, but now you're saying I'm supposed to drink a protein shake after. What if I don't have protein powder? Like all these questions. And so we're going to get them answered for you. And I assure you, we're not going to make this too complicated to the point where you need like a full-blown science degree, a full-blown nutrition degree to actually understand it. We're going to keep it super simple. We're going to keep it so that you can actually make changes even today. If you haven't done your workout yet, like perfect time to watch this video. And maybe that's what you're doing. You're like, okay, I feel kind of hungry and I want to do this workout, but like, what am I supposed to do? Or like, I want to get the most amazing results from my workout. Am I supposed to eat before? Or like, where am I? Who am I? What's going on? Here to answer all those questions for you. So buckle up, close all of those other tabs, avoid the distractions. I assure you, this is going to be really beneficial for you. And then once you know this information, this is going to last you for a lifetime. So let's go. So I did mention that we'd be keeping this super simple. And so while there are very complex ways that we could take this, I want to make it so that you can actually understand it and do something about it. Carbs, carbohydrates, let's talk about them. We're going to introduce my friend, Mr. Banana, one of the like best things nutrition-wise, like so versatile. But before we dive into this, let me know, like, what are we thinking here? Because I'm someone who really loves a little bit of green, and my wife will tell you that I'm disgusting and that it needs some brown spots on it to actually be edible. And so, very important question before we kick off. In the comments below, are you team green or are you team brown? Let's call it. So do you like it to be more green and raw and delicious, or do you like it to have some spots, basically be ready for banana bread and the freezer, and that's how you like to eat your bananas? But once you comment below, come back to me. Banana, super, super, super powerful tool in terms of nutrition, can be consumed before or after your workout. And the reason I talk about this is it's a good source of carbohydrates straight before a workout, but it also, the sugar content is going to mean that it's burned up nice and quickly in your system to convert to energy. And so one of the biggest things that we're looking at in terms of carbohydrates is this is our energy source. Unless you are following a keto diet, or your body's in ketosis, where you're actually drawing your energy from fat, majority of other people who are probably watching this and just trying to figure out what do I eat before a workout, carbohydrates is where your body is actually pulling that energy from so that you can do your daily activities, so that you can do your workout, so that you can feel amazing. So it's very important to consume carbohydrates before your workout, wherever possible. And I usually say to clients 1 to 2 hours before, if you can, a source of complex carbohydrates. So we're talking things like sweet potatoes, rice, pasta. These are just examples. There's so many of them. If you type in complex carbohydrates, you get a whole list of things. And these are the slow digesting carbs that are going to give you the sustained energy to be able to hit those heavy lifts, to be able to go that extra mile, and to be able to feel incredible while you're doing it. So say it with me, carbohydrates before a workout. So I mentioned that carbohydrates before a workout are very important, and that's so that you can last longer and have the energy. But the other important role that these carbohydrates have in your system is they ensure that your body doesn't actually start attacking that muscle for its energy source. We want to keep that muscle in our body. We want to keep that muscle where it is in a happy place, and we don't want our body to be undernourished and not having enough of what it needs, where it starts attacking the muscle fibers to pull from the energy. And so ladies especially, we work so hard to keep that muscle on our body, and for a lot of us, even that 5% of increased muscle mass does wonders for us, for our metabolism, our skin, our hair, our joints, you name it, our sleep. Like, there's so many benefits to having a little bit of muscle on your body. And this isn't the like big bulky type of bodybuilder muscle that you're maybe picturing in your head. This is just that, people call it lean muscle all the time. It's that tone defined look. So when we increase the muscle mass, we lower the body fat. It does incredible things for our body. And so while we're in our workout, we definitely don't want to be attacking that muscle we've worked so hard to develop. And this is why carbohydrates are extra important, so your body has what it needs to sustain you. So I did mention that we're going to keep it super simple, and that's why we're going to jump straight over into my good friend protein. What a buzzword in the fitness industry, because it's like so damn confusing, isn't it? It's like, how much protein? When do I eat protein? Should I drink my protein? Should I eat my protein? I think it's bad to get protein from meat. Like, this is so confusing. And so I'm just going to blanket the whole thing by saying, wherever you want to get your protein from, get your protein from that source. If you do not like eating meat, you don't have to eat meat. If you do not want to drink protein shakes, you do not have to drink protein shakes. Get your protein from a source that you actually enjoy. So again, you want to keep doing that, and it's sustainable for you, instead of doing something short term that you hate, which is just gonna, you're not gonna want to keep doing it over time. And so protein in terms of intake, it's definitely important beforehand, before that workout, because it can help with, making sure your muscles are prepped and primed, ready to go if you're doing strength-based, so that you don't cause any damage. But essentially, I like to focus on protein source after. So when we do a workout, let's just take a 30-minute strength training workout, for example. During that, hopefully we're going nice and heavy with those weights, and we're causing little micro tears to our muscles. To repair those muscles, we actually need protein. The protein is the food for those muscles. It acts kind of as building blocks to add over time. And so when I was talking about the muscle mass, that's exactly what we're looking at here. The protein is the food for those beautiful, strong, lean muscles to build up to a place where you're looking like amazing. You look how you want to look, but you're also feeling amazing because you're feeling strong. You're feeling like empowered, and you're just like killing it, feeling like a total badass. And this is a really cool place to be. On the flip side, it also helps prevent damage, helps prevent injury. And so we don't think of this as a short-term thing that we're just like doing a few workouts, drinking a few protein shakes or eating protein, and then we're done. Like, that's definitely not what sort of game we're playing here. And so when we think about long term, we want to keep those muscles in a happy space, so they're free of injury, they're free of damage, and that you can live a long, happy, healthy life crushing heavy workouts. The other important part of protein is it's the only thing that will tell our brain that it's actually full. And so when we're hungry, maybe after a workout, this is exactly where we want to be putting protein in, because your body has used up all of this energy. It's used up all of these calories, because calories are energy. And so you've burnt all these calories. You don't have any more energy left, and we're hungry. So we need to replenish those stores. And so I do recommend having a variety of options to have post-workout. We don't want to necessarily always just go to the protein option, but in a pinch, and like I promised at the beginning, I want to keep this nice and simple for you, protein after, to repair those muscles, to help them grow, and to tell that brain that it's full, that it's satisfied, and that we can keep on rocking. It would be totally rude of me not to mention something in this video that is also going to help when you're doing things that are endurance based. And so I have a lot of clients who, they love to go on long hikes. They love to go on big, long bike rides. They like to do these adventures where they get home and they're like, I am starving. And then what happens is the cupboard gets emptied. We eat all the food because we're so hungry, because we've just used up all of our energy. And then we're like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad because I just did this amazing thing for myself. I exercise. I'm trying to feel incredible. I am trying to drop a few pounds. This is totally an okay goal to have. And then you feel bad or guilty because you're like, I didn't know what to eat when I got home, so I just ate everything. And so this is something that I have not yet talked about. It's a incredible product that I'm excited to introduce. And so this is just one of the things that they have. So essentially what this is, Xact Nutrition, it's called Fruit 2. They have a variety of different flavors, different options for you. And what this is, usually around that 45-minute mark. So let's say you are on a bike ride or you are on a really long trail run, for example. Around that 45-minute mark, even if you've had something before, how we were talking about the carbohydrates, your energy levels, it's burning that up. And so it's like, what do we do out there? We can't sit down for a full meal, let it digest, let it get into our system, and then have enough energy to keep going. That's just not necessarily how you want to be doing all of the workouts or the training or whatever it is that you are doing. And so we sometimes need something that's going to convert really quickly in our system, and that comes in the form of sugar. This sugar happens to taste delicious, and so we can get the benefits of a quick energy boost when we need it from something as delicious as this. So not only can this be used when you're doing exercise or activities, if you have, for example, like a really busy day, maybe you drop the kids off at school, you go straight into a meeting, then you got to go pick something up and you're feeling like that low energy happening, you can eat something like this where it can give you that boost temporarily in energy, and then you can make some better decisions around food versus like hitting the drive-through, going for something that makes you unhappy, that doesn't align with your goals. And so I have these, like I have them in the car, I have them in the bag, have them wherever I feel like I may need them, because when that happens, usually for people, it is around that 45-minute mark where you notice that dip in energy, quick boost, and then you're ready to rock again before you can have something that's more aligned to like a post-workout meal. So I didn't want to end that without telling you, because it can be such a game changer for people when they're like, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing, but how do I do it for longer? Or I'm really enjoying these activities and exercises that I'm doing, but then I get home and I feel so guilty for like overindulging on everything because I'm just so starving. And so sometimes we need to take a bit of a closer look at what we're doing in terms of nutrition, make small changes here and there, and then we notice even better and bigger results. So I hope that was super helpful for you. I did promise that we were going to keep this simple. So to reiterate, carbs, complex carbohydrates, 1 to 2 hours before your workout, protein source, really good solid protein source within 1 hour after your workout. We don't need to make it too much more complicated than that. If you have goals that do need it to be more complex, I recommend working with a coach. I recommend jumping in my free trial, because we have so many goodies around nutrition, heart rate zones, training goals. Like we have all of this inside of my app so that you can actually see it, so that you can learn about it, get educated on it. And that's exactly what I'm here to help with. And so I wanted to give you a taste and to get you off on the right foot, where you're crushing carbs before, you're doing heavy workouts, then you're having some protein after, you're already noticing some changes, but maybe you're ready to level things up. And so I'll see you on the inside of the free trial. But before you go, before you close this beautiful YouTube video, please go ahead, like it. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. That means that you'll get the first look at these brand new videos, and it will just make my heart feel super happy, because it's so amazing to see so many of you here subscribe to my channel, and I assure you I'm going to keep the goodies coming. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I hope you have the most amazing day, evening, wherever you're at, wherever you are in the world. Let's focus on green, delicious bananas, energy kick when we need it, and then get that protein in straight after.